What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Something got caught in my throat. Anyway, as I was saying, before we get to today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare B-Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful, you guys. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, as you guys can tell, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But, with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, and you guys are new to the channel, but you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically ties into this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, which is this: which character or archetype would you guys like to see get new support in the brand new legendary Duelist set, Duelists of Brilliance? Let me know down in the comments below. Excuse me. And that is exactly what we are going to be talking about for this week's episode. We are going to be talking about the brand new legendary Duelist set, Duelists of Brilliance. And honestly, this is going to be very interesting because over the years over the last couple of years we've had dark. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me get the iPhone out, and I want to show off. I actually want to show off I actually want to show off all of the different all of the different legendary duelist sets that we've had over the years. So obviously we had the first legendary duelist set, which obviously the main character was obviously Joey Wheeler. Then we had Ancient Millennia, which featured new support for Pegasus. Then of course we had White Dragon Abyss that featured Kaiba, followed by Sisters of the Rose, which was led by my Valentine. Then of course Immortal Destiny, which was led by obviously Bakura. Magical Hero led by obviously the Pharaoh. Rage of Ra led by Merrick. Synchro Storm led by Yugo. Duels from the Deep that was led by Mako Tsunami, and of course Soul Burning Volcano that was led by Theodore Hamilton, or I guess Soul Burner would be the better term. And what's even more crazy is that we're supposed to be getting Legendary Duelist Season 4 at some point in the next year and a half, which is going to be crazy. But we had we've actually had not one, not two, but not three, but four of the different attributes for Legendary Duelists. We had Dark, which was Rage of Ra. Wind, which was Synchro Storm. Water, which was Duels from the Deep. Soul Burning Volcano, which was obviously Fire. And now we have Light, which is going to be Duelists of Brilliance, which in which we were supposed to have gotten one for the Earth attribute, but I think what Konami did was they took they took cards from that set and they randomly placed them in different like core sets and side sets. So I don't know if we're gonna get the Earth attribute in the TCG at all. But I'm actually interested in this one because when you think about light attribute based decks, one thing that comes in the mind is obviously Kite and his Galaxy Eyes, which honestly I like the idea, but it could also mean that Mizar might also get new support as well, because even he has a few light attributed based cards, including Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon number 107. I think what was the Galactic Spiral Dragon, and I think Radius that have Moon Dragon, Parsec the Interstellar Dragon, and Heliosphere Dragon, I think, as well. So you got quite a few cards for Mizar, but I think the main character definitely has to be Kite. It has to be either Kite or it has to be or it has to be it has to be either Kite, Zane, or Kai, but one it has to be those have to be like the three main cards in the set. Like, you can't really are there any hold on. I need to see about something. Let's see here. Yu-Gi-Oh! characters with light decks. Maybe this might help me. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe, I don't know. I think those are like the only cards that could the only ones that could potentially have light decks. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Honestly, I think those are like the only ones. Then again, we could even also see as well as crazy as it sounds, potentially new cards for Yusei Fudo, which is possible. But then again, we just got Duelist Nexus at, what was it, in the summer last year? So there's like no way in hell there will be getting new support for him. But honestly though, I think it's gonna be interesting to see. However, we do know that it will be that the OCG release day will be May 25th of this year. So logically speaking, if it's gonna be released in the OCG in the spring, that means we're not gonna be getting the set in the CCG until potentially what, the summer at best. At best, I'm not entirely sure. However, we do know that the product details are that this set will have 53 cards. So this will be one of the shortest sets in the game's history, which will have 5 ultra rares, 7 supers, 9 rares, and 32 commons. Where as opposed to us, we're also going to be where it'll also feature. Let's see here. 7 cards include also come in quarter century secret rare. Super and ultra rare cards also exist in secret rare foil. And there will also be, as well, 8 additional common cards compared to Soul Burning Volcano. So so again, Zane and his Cyber Dragons, Kite and his Galaxy Eyes, and potentially Kaiba and his Blue Eyes. It's possible that those 3 might get new support, which is possible. But there's also when you think of Brilliance, when you think of the word Brilliance, Gem Knights could also potentially get new support, which is possible, but I highly doubt it, because Gem Knights nowadays, the only time you would ever play Gem Knights is if you were running like a small package in like Shadal's or something like that, like maybe Necros or whatever, you know. So not sure, but honestly, those are like the 3 that I could potentially see getting new support, because I know that Galaxy Eyes, we've been needing new Galaxy Eyes support for quite a while. I know that we got new support in what was it, Photon Hypernova last year, I think it was. But to be fair, some of the cards that were in some of the new support that was in that set wasn't even that good. Like obviously Photon Emperor, yes, it's like a really weird Monster Reborn. I think Galaxy Cleric gives you a pot of avarice, which is absolutely kind of crazy. Um, so it's possible, but obviously there'll be more details to revealed at some point. But I will say this. I will say this. If we get new support for those archetypes, I can guarantee you that we're gonna be getting cards that we never thought we would ever get. Like for Kite, when you think about his Galaxy Eyes, one thing comes into mind is his Xyz monster, Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. But what if he got a fusion monster to go with the deck? Perhaps perhaps the counterpart for Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon would be Galaxy Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's possible. It's very possible. We could even also see as well a new ritual monster for Galaxy Eyes. Like I could see it. I could see them calling it like Galaxy Eyes Chaos Dragon or something like, or some dumb or some crazy ass name like that. For Blue Eyes, we've been needing more support for them for quite a while, because Blue Eyes is pretty broken in Master Duel, but it's not broken in the actual TCG. So I mean, again, it's possible. We could even also see potentially like maybe some new Lightstorm support. The possibilities are like out there, but this is gonna be one that a lot of people are gonna be debating on, because over the years, as I said, with each legendary duelist set, this each one has had become each new one had become better than the last. Because when you look at the first one, legendary duelist one, you've got cards like, you've got new cards, like Red Eyes Baby Dragon and Gear Free the Red Eyes Iron Knight, and cards like can't even speak. Amazon's Princess, Amazon's Call, Amazon's Onslaught, cards like Rage of Kuryushin, Sea Stealth Attack, cards like Cyber Dark Cannon. You got literally, even also Roids got new support. And then just a bunch of random reprints, like Ryoku and Sergeant Electro, Golden Apples, Bonding H2O. Excuse me. And then you look at the second legendary duel set, which was known as Ancient Millennium. You had new cards for Bandit Keith, for one new support for Pegasus, for Chess Princeton, for Crowler, and for Jesse, which is absolutely crazy. And then of course too, White Dragon Abyss. We just talked about that as well. Kaiba, Zane, Crow, Kite, Silvio, Salvatore with his excuse me, with his Abyss actors, and then with Sisters of the Rose, you got new cards for Mai, Alexis Rhodes, Akiza, Annika Boom, and Selena. And then of course Immortal Destiny. You got some cards that damn near swapped, literally shaped the meta to heights unimaginable, which featured cards for Bakura, the Supreme King version of Jaden, Callan, Kessler, Rex Goodwin, Quattro, and Yuri. And then, of course, Magical Hero. Excuse me. Come on. The Pharaoh, Jaden, Yusei, Yuma, Yuya Sakaki, and also, of all people, for Zark. And then, of course, too, Rage of Raw. Rage of Raw, you got new support for Merrick, Primo, Jacob, Lester, Aporia, you know, those characters. Or I guess Team New World, I guess, would be the more proper term. For Esperoba, for Makoto, for Makoto Inatsume, who actually was the guy that played the Jinzo deck, the weird Jinzo deck. And then, of course, Franz and Ren. Ren is a manga character. Okay. And then, of course, to obviously Synchro Storm, Yugo, Sherry LeBlanc, Yusei Fudo, Lulu Obsidian. I don't even have to say anything else, honestly. I mean, Duels from the Deep, Shark, Garag, Mako Tsunami, Trout, Sky Zaizen, and then Soul Burning Volcano. I mean, you got literally 3 of the craziest archetypes you could ever think of. Battling Boxer, Volcanic, Salmongrave. Do I even have to go anywhere else with that? This set, I'm gonna be honest, I'm hoping that it's Kite, Kaiba, and who else did I say? Zane. And Zane. Because if that's the case, we could potentially be looking at a set that might change the meta for the 2024-2025 format. But if it's at least like maybe one or two, I'll be okay with it. But obviously we don't know all the cards that will be in the set. We will find out over time, but I can guarantee you this is gonna be one hell of a set. So get ready to see me talk about the cards that will be in the set. But with that being said, that will do it for this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.